way up high, feeling like a spaceman under the stars, living in a wasteland somewhere on Mars, sailing out an SOS in the dark, but I got no service, no service. On and on, you can find me in the clouds now. On and on, if you think we're coming down now. Dream on, pop that lemonade cola soda, turn that record over going.
All right. Hello, everybody. I'm so excited to have you guys here. I'm going to pause recording for just a quick second. And Jessica, hold off on going live for a quick second. Oh, you already did it. Okay. That's all right. That's all right. I just wanted to say really quickly, thank you everybody who donated towards our champion gift for Pam and Jim, and also the ones that sent in cards and all of that. Pam and Jim are feeling the love, and they're going to continue to feel the love as they're opening all those things in due time. So thank you everybody, because we are a family here at Champion, and when big things happen, the good things, the bad things, we are all together. And so, like I said, they really felt it. And let me tell you, the planter that we had for them, kudos to Bonnie. She did a fantastic job communicating what it is we wanted. Kudos to Jeni for finding us this fantastic florist that was very excited to help us. And kudos to everybody else who donated and chipped in. And even if you can't do that at this time and you couldn't, that's okay. We felt your love and prayers. Pam and Jim felt them. And so, you know what? That is the most important part. But that planter was front and center right there because it was the most beautiful one. And it was funny because I didn't know which one was ours. And we were decorating. We had the job, us champions that were down there had the job of decorating the facility for the celebration of life. And I was like, okay, let's put this right in the front because it's nice and big and it's beautiful. And let's put it right underneath this easel when people walk in. And then later I found out it was ours. And I was just like, wow, of course it was, because it was the best one, in my honest opinion.
Ellen, it's the only one she sent home.
Oh, yeah. They had so many flowers. Like, it was gorgeous. The amount of flowers that were there. And so they, Jeni had said that they actually took a lot of the vases to nursing homes and things like that, so they could kind of share that beauty with so many people. And I love that they had the opportunity to do that. That wouldn't even have occurred to me. So I love that idea wherever it came from. And it's always going to be front of mind for me if I ever come into that situation. But yeah, so she loved the planter, and yeah, it came home. So it's already back in Brunswick. And Pam is still spending some time with family and just kind of unplugging. So just keep both her and Jim and the entire family in your prayers, just kind of going forward, because we all know loss is very hard. And so we all just want to be there to love and support on them. Now, that being said, if there is something that you need attention of right away, definitely reach out to your upline director. They're here to help you. If you don't know who your upline director is, reach out to any of us and we will get you connected. And if Pam's your upline director, reach out to one of us and we will help you and get you to the best person to help you in whatever your problem is. So just keep that in mind. And you can always ask on the champion page, or any of us directors that you're friends with, just send us a private message on Facebook, and we will take care of you. All right, so I'm super excited about tonight. We got some great recognition. All right, and then Jeni's going to talk to us a little bit about just kind of upselling, right? And also how to find some things on the website, because I don't know about you, but for me, that's half the battle. It's like, where do I find it? Where is it? Because we're always finding so many things, and we also communicate so many things in so many different ways. And so it's really important to be able to find those things. I wanted to make sure, yes, we got back to recording. Thank you, whoever started the recording. I'm really bad about remembering that. And so there's so many, like at Champion, we post things so many different places to try and make sure that everybody sees it. But that being said, I'll see something and then I'll be like, where did I see that? So Jeni's going to help us with some of the stuff on the Tupperware website and where to find it there. And so that's always helpful. All right. And then I'm also going to hopefully be showing you and talking to you about some tips and ideas with the ice cube trays, right? Because that's what we're earning this month. I mean, this week. And they're always helpful to be able to have ideas on how to use those. The funny thing is when I have booths and I'm working booths, the people that know how to use ice cube trays, they come in, they're like, do you have ice cube trays? And they love the fact the people that use them beyond ice love the fact that ours have like that seal on top because it keeps it nice and fresh. So we'll talk a little bit more about that. All right, so let's get started. Let me I'm going to share my screen in just a minute. All right. Oh, whoops, I lost you guys. Isn't that fun? I keep losing you guys. Okay. All right, share my screen. And I need my PowerPoint. There she is. All right. Well, hello, everybody. Let's talk about some recognition. All right. So this is for week 2. So this is all the personal sellers, the top 10 personal sellers. We have Jeni Cheatham coming in at number 10. We have Lori at number 9 with 620. Delilah, I love that name of voice. Love the name Delilah. At 807. We have Marianne coming in at $1,000. All right. $1,000 worth of Tupperware. Woo. All right, we have Christina Moreau coming in again at $1,000, just $10 between the two of you. All right, we have Nadine at $1,152. We have Pam Green at 14. We have Loretta Senzo Tiber at 16, almost 17. We have Rena at 18, almost 19. And we have Bonnie Alexander coming in at number 1 at $5,500 worth of Tupperware. That is a lot of Tupperware, right? All right, so next, let's talk about our 1 and 2 week challenge, right? So we have our 1 week challenge is those ice cube trays, which I'm going to talk to you a little bit more about later. And you can get that for $6 with $250 in sales. Now, for $500 in sales, you can get this awesome, oh, this is a 2 week challenge. I'm sorry. And for the 2 week challenge, you can get this. And the cool thing is you could have the 500 this week, right? And then you've got the 2 week challenge covered. You've got this week's challenge covered. So you're getting all these great things. And the thing I love about any of these challenges, and I know I've said this so many times, and so many of you have heard it so many times, but I'm going to say it again, all right, is when you have the opportunity to get some Tupperware at this deep discount, always, always, always try your best to get those things at that deeper discount because you can turn around and you can sell it for full price, right? Or you can turn around and reinvest it in your business and use it as bribes. Like this impression set, I love, 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 because I don't know about you, but I see 4, 8, 11, 12, right? I see 12 different gifts that I can turn around and use in my business, right? And so you can use it for a variety of different things. You can use it as a bribe to a party, like, hey, date a party, I'll give you a cereal bowl, right? You can take that whole 3-piece bowl set and you can do a pick your price sort of thing to get a dating, right? Or maybe even you have somebody that's a close personal friend of yours, and for whatever reason, they're this close to saying yes to the business, and you're like, listen, here's the deal. If you say yes, you can get this impression bowl that retails for 40 something dollars, and I will give it to you for 10 or whatever it is that you want to charge for that. You could say free if it's your bestie, right? So just to sweeten the pot. So there's so many different things that you can do with that. So always try to do your best to just kind of those little wins, they add up to the big wins and the big successes in the business. And what's happening? Why aren't you? There we go. All right. So all month long. All right. So this is all the sales that are currently in the system, plus all the sales that you're going to get in the next 2 weeks go towards these gifts right here. And when you have $1,000 in sales for the month of June, you can get these awesome dishes, these casserole dishes that go in your oven, your microwave, all over the place, right? You can get those for only $15, which is a crazy, crazy deal. So, and that's a product of the future, I'm told. So whenever we have products of the future, I always want to get them as soon as I possibly can so that I can start using them, because if I use them, I can sell them, right? Excuse me. I don't think of myself as some super suave, salesperson that knows all the right words and all the right things and can charm people into purchasing from me, right? I am a person that just loves to share stories, right? And I know all of you are as well. And when you have these in your kitchen and you're using them, then you're like, let me tell you, I love this dish for my blah, blah, blah. I love this dish for my da, 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 right? And so you will have that personal experience, and then it takes the sales out of it and puts the sharing into it, right? Because we're also eager to just share, you know, the new movie that we just saw, or the new series that we're into, or the new book that we're reading, right? It's the same thing with your Tupperware. And so for 2,500 in sales, you get this awesome freezer mate set. And I don't know about you, but I love me some freezer mates. I cook so much food. And I store so much food in my freezer mates. And these are actually my best version of the freezer mates. I've had several freezer mates over the years. They've kind of reconfigured them a couple times. These are hands down my favorite. I used to prefer the little square round type ones. The last ones that we had that were kind of teal. I used to like those. And it took me a while to put these actually in my freezer because I like the other ones so much. But now I actually like these better. And one of the things I love to do when it comes to freezer meals and things along those lines is when I'm putting my leftovers away, I always take one of those smallest ones, those little, the orange, yellowy top ones, and I make a perfect plate. That's what I call it. I make a perfect plate. And so I will take, if I had pork and mashed potatoes and green beans, I will take a couple pieces of pork, some mashed potatoes, some green beans, and I'll store it away in there. So like Thanksgiving, I had those and they were labeled Thanksgiving, and it had everything from Thanksgiving in there, right? And it was actually a really good portion. I know that sometimes I want to eat double that, but I know I'm actually supposed to only eat one. And so it keeps me in check. I don't know about you guys. It keeps me in check. And so I love to do that whenever I'm putting my food away. I just put at least one of those away for like, hey, Swedish meatballs. Hey, meatloaf, mashed potatoes, peas, you know, and I just kind of, then that way on a day when I'm not feeling well, on a day when I'm in a hurry, or a day when I just want a really great home cooked meal and I don't have time to do it, this is the perfect little portion for that. And so you can get that entire set for $15, which is crazy because they are one of my top sellers when I get a chance to talk about them at shows. And the funny thing is people love to buy those in sets at shows, which is weird because a lot of times at shows, people are like, I just want this and I just want that. These, I sell more of them when I sell sets. So you definitely want that set so you can talk about it at your shows and at your parties and all that good stuff. All right. Now we also have a personal consistency challenge going. All right. So every month, you definitely want to shoot to at least have $250 in sales, because when you do that, you don't have to worry whether or not you're getting this, because you're just automatically getting it because you had your 250 in sales. And so right now, this is the bigger size of that cast iron, new cast ironware that we have. So I'm super excited about this. Like that is a great size. And, you know, I don't even know how to pronounce it. Le Cuzette, it's French, that. And it is cast iron. Jenny's laughing at me. It's cast iron and it has that enamel finish just like this, right? And it has a white bottom. I have coveted those for years and they are so much money, and I have never brought myself to get one. And I'm so excited about this because this is the size that I have coveted for years. So I'm excited to try this in my kitchen and just experience, you know, if I was going to like it. I didn't want to spend that amount of money if I wasn't going to like it. So now I can get it for $30. I'm like, yes, please. I definitely want to try that for $30. So, so definitely check where you're at with this. If you're having trouble tracking this and figuring out where you're at in this, because it's a rolling consistency. So if you do 250 every month, you're about to do your last month of that and earn that. But maybe you didn't do 250 the first month, but you did it the second month. So talk to your director and they can tell you exactly where you're at with this and what your goals are and when you'll be earning that. So they can help you with that. All right. So we have a fun challenge going on this week. And every day that you submit $100 or more, you'll be entered into a daily drawing. And those drawings will be held at noon ish the following day, right? And so us directors, we kind of are rotating through a schedule. Anybody that's able to is rotating through a schedule, and we're just going to be going live around noon and sharing with you who won, and then also maybe a summertime tip for your business. So we're super excited about that. So you want to maximize this, do $100 every day for the next 7 days, and boom, you're going to be in every drawing every single day. All right. Can't do that? Don't sweat it. Just know that the day that you submit $100 or more, you're going to be entered into the drawing for that day. So that's really exciting. So our first drawing will be tomorrow at noon. So I'm really excited to see that and just to kind of see who wins. And we always love getting some, some swag from Pam, right? So that's always fun. So that's something fun that we're doing the next week, just to kind of, just have some good energy and also give you guys some really great ideas in little snippets of time, little micro ideas. All right, so we're on to unit sales. So coming at number 10 is Julie with 430. We have Debbie Morris for 544. We have Jeni Cheatham at 876. We have Kathy at 882. Oh my goodness, look at this. There's a tie. And we have Erica 882. So personal sales breaks that tie. So that's why Erica's number 6 and Kathy's number 7. We have Miriam Miller at $1,000, 19. We have Christina Moreau at $1,000, 29. They're there again, $10 apart. We have Dawn Jameson at $1,155. We have Pam Callahan, we like to call her Callie, at $1,262. And we have Rena coming in at number 1 with $1,871. That is awesome. I love it. I love it. Now, don't forget, we also have this new manager challenge going right now. So if you want your name in the unit sales recognition every month, now's the time. Now's the time to step up to manager and be able to cash in with these cool cash bonuses, because when you step up in the month of June, you're going to hunt. Excuse me. I was outside so much today, my allergies are like, blah. And when you step up in the month of June, you're getting a $100 bonus for stepping up, right? And in July, you'll get another $100 bonus when you achieve your paid as numbers with a personal recruit. And in August, you're going to get a $200 bonus when you achieve your paid as numbers with a personal recruit. I love that. That's just an extra $400 in your pocket. And I don't know about you, but I could definitely use an extra $400 in my pocket, mainly to go towards groceries and gas. For all the summer eating and traveling and going here and there and everywhere. So that is a perfect little bonus for everybody. All right, so we have team sales coming at number 10. We have Manel at 898. We have Sarah at 9 with 1,019. Par Excellence, Ellen Lewis at 2,300. We have Jessica, 2,382. We have Pam Green at 2,557. Amy Gardner at 2,571. Pat Fraley at 2,684. Loretta DeCenzo Tiber at 3,710. We have Pam Clifton, the PC Champs, at $3,802. And we have Bonnie Alexander with $7,750. Look at her, almost doubling number 2. Hello. That is awesome. Congratulations, Bonnie, and all of her flat out fun people. All right. And then org sales, we have number 4, Amy Gardner with 3,400. Loretta coming in at number 3 with 4,700. Par Excellence coming in at number 2 at $8,116. And we have Bonnie coming in at number 1 at $10,434. I tell you what, when I was in school and you're going through all of your things, especially in math, you think to yourself, I'm never going to use that. Well, learning how to read numbers is something that everybody can use. And sometimes I still get tongue-tied, right? All right, so personal recruiting. All right, we got some great personal recruiters today. So we have number 1. We have 1 recruit for Sherry, Rebecca, Amy, Manel, Ellen, Kathy, Pat, Pam, and we have 2 recruits for Bonnie Alexander, leading the way there. All right, unit recruiting. Congratulations, Sharon. Your unit had 1 recruit this past week. Congratulations on that. team recruiting. We have ones for Amy, Ellen, Pat, Nikki, and then twos for Manel, Pam, and Bonnie. Congratulations. In org recruiting, we have Amy Gardner with 2, Ellen with 3, and Bonnie Alexander with 3. Congratulations. All right, so let's talk about recruiting. All right, and I want you guys to put in the chat, so get your fingers ready. All right, I want you to put in the chat what it is that you feel our competition is when it comes to recruiting. All right, where's my chat? There it is. I'm like, where is it? All right, so put in the chat what you think our competition is when it comes to recruiting. Let's see here. I will say the number one thing that it has been for years and years and years, just to get us started, is other direct sales companies. That is something we compete with. Oh, yep, Jenny got it. Other companies. Yep, she was right there. All right, what else are we competing with? When it comes to sharing the business and the things that people tell us as to why they're not going to join the business. Go ahead, put in the chat. There's no wrong answers. All right. Let's see here. Instant gratification. Oh yeah, we are competing with instant gratification. Get rich quick, right? People say. We're competing with, let's see here. We're competing with digital marketing, right? That's like all the craze right now. Digital marketing. We are affiliate marketing. That is another thing that people are talking about right now, is what we're competing with. I would say we are competing with distractions. We are competing with distractions. Let's be real, right? People are like, yeah, I'd like some extra money, but I'd rather sit here and watch Netflix, right? Rumors. We're competing with rumors. That is a really good one that I had not thought of. I like that one. All right. But I'm not a salesperson like you. That is definitely an excuse we hear all the time. And again, that goes back to like sharing versus selling. Shipping via take home from stores. That's that instant gratification that you're talking about, Jenny. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Let's see here. There's a couple more I was thinking about. We are also competing with, okay, we are actually competing with corporate jobs in the sense of one of the big selling points of joining a business like Tupperware for all these years was working from home. And guess what? Practically every corporate job offers right now, working from home, right? And that's something that we're competing with. And so that's not a bad thing, right? Myself lately. Ugh, I hear you, Shar. Oh my God, I woke up with that on my mind this morning. I was like, I feel like I'm in a spiral of self-destruction. And then I woke up and I had some caffeine. I was like, girl, you're fine. Does anybody else do that? You can admit it and stay safe. Jenny does. She raised her hand. I didn't like call her out right there. Okay, just so everybody knows. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. That is definitely something. And you know, like I said, talking about working from home, that is not a bad thing that we're competing with that. So let's talk about this, right? Let's see here. Oops, there we go. So what makes us different? What makes us stand out? Let's talk about that. Throw that in the chat, right? So I would say one of the things that makes us different is, yes, we're a direct sales company, and there are many other direct sales company, more than we even probably can name off. There's so many, and there are new ones opening every day. But one of the things that makes us different is that we're Tupperware. We are one of the, oh, yep. Oh my God, Jenny, get out of my brain. Okay. We are one of the we're one of the longest standing direct sales companies, and we have name recognition as good as Coca-Cola itself, right? That is huge. I mean, people use Tupperware as a generic term. They think anything they store food in is Tupperware. Is it? Absolutely not. And we know this, but they don't, right? And so, but you can't buy name recognition like that. Like that's huge. So that is definitely something that we have going for us, that we don't have to explain who we are. People just know. We're fun. That's right. Okay, that's literally like what I was going to say next was sense of community, which is saying we're fun, right? It's that sense of community, because a lot of times at corporate jobs and also freelance work, and like, you know, digital marketing and affiliate marketing, that is pretty much solo work there. You know, you don't have that sense of community and things like that. I will say Eric has a corporate job. And they do try really hard to do corporate activities and team building stuff. But it's just not just the same, because they're not necessarily working towards a common goal, and they're also not as open and sharing as we are. And that is something else. The science, yes, that's a good one, Shar. That is something else that is important to share with people, is that we are that we're an open book. I mean, we share with each other when we're having success. We share what it is that we're doing with our people. We share it with Champion. We share it with other people, right? Everyone has grandma's hand-me-down Tupperware generational product that lasts 100%. 100%. Absolutely. We do. I have Tupperware in the basement that has that seal on it, right? It has that seal that was only like, I've millionaire line Tupperware from the 50s, right? That is cool. That is not many companies can say that. And Shar is right. The science, we have this science that backs our product. We're just not making a product because it looks pretty. There's a rhyme and a reason to everything that we do and everything we create. So I love all these answers. Those are all things that make us different. All right. So why Tupperware? Let's talk about this, right? So the things that we offer, and I am guilty of this too, right? The month changed over and I'm like, do we still have the digital offer? Do we still have this kit? Do we still have that kit? Do we add another one? Do we do this? Do we do that? Right? So it's important to familiarize yourself with what it is our offer is, right? And so we have the starter kit for $59. It's a value of $150. We have the chef specialist kit. That's got our big chopper in it, right? And that is $119, and it's the value of $320. But we still have our digital opportunity for maybe somebody that used to sell Tupperware. Maybe they can't afford the 59 or the 119, because I tell you what, when I came to Tupperware, if there was a digital opportunity, I probably would have taken it because we were so strapped for cash. Yeah, I probably would have. And then what I would have done is I would have hosted a party to get free stuff to make my kit, right? And that's an option that we can offer for people. All right, don't mess with me. There we go. And what's in it for them, right? Again, they can hold a party and earn host credits and profits, right? But then also right now we have this consistency, the Q2 consistency challenge. And so when they come in today, host their own party, get some free stuff, it's more than $250. They're going to go into the consistency challenge, right? But then they're also going to start earning the month one awards. So if they had the $250 for the consistency challenge, that means they're going to get the first piece of Vet and Serve and then some of the next set there, right? And so, sorry, I wanted to try and admit that person. Okay. And so they have that, right? So that is awesome. But also, what's in it for us? We have these great gifts that are in it for us. And again, when we're recruiting, it's not necessarily about what's in it for us, right? I don't know about you guys. The cutting boards, I love the cutting boards. Okay. I use them like literally all the time. I love them. But am I going to go out and recruit somebody so I can get 2 cutting boards for $4? No, I'm not. That's not going to drive me to make one more phone call, to follow up with one more person, to do all that stuff, right? What is going to drive me is the fact that it can make a difference in this person's life. One, because I've seen it make a difference in so many people's lives, myself included, but also because I want more. I want more in my business. I want more people to work with. I want more, and it's okay to say I'm recruiting because I want more. I want a bigger paycheck. I want a bigger team. I want more people so that maybe I could help somebody step up to manager. It's okay to say that you want more, and that's why you recruit, because that is the reason why I recruit. And I do believe in the opportunity to be able to make the kind of money that could make a big impact. And for some people, a big impact is $400, right? $400 a month, $100 a month, that can make a big impact. I've definitely been there more times than I am willing to even share. And so we can make that difference for people and help them pay that mortgage and help them pay their phone bill, help them, get out of the rears of the gas company or whatever it is. We have that opportunity to be able to help people with that. All right, so we have parties up. All right, Jeni, do you have parties up for us to do a drawing?
I do. I also have puppies with squeaky toys. So
Oh, goodness gracious.
Yes. So we have parties up. I feel like that is not the right one. All right. There are 110 parties up.
A lot of pies.
This is like our whole list. You guys can't see that, but it's on there. Everybody's name is on there. However many parties you have. If you have 5 parties, your name's in here 5 times. So our winner this week is going to be
Kathy Hoo Hoo.
Kathy. And
Nice.
yeah, she's in Hawaii. So
I love it.
I know. I got to write that down. Hang on.
That's exciting.
I don't know if that's how you say her name or not, but that's how the randomizer says her
That's
name.
what the
So
randomizer
there
said.
you go.
All right. All right. So Jenny, do you want to do another quick drawing and then go ahead and you can start your training?
We can do that. So
Okay.
let's do, oh, we're gonna save that one. Let's do the ahas from Hot Topics the other night because everybody got on there and saw all the July samples and they start at different times, but we did start our sample drawings. So yeah, if you got those samples, I got on there and got what I could, and I can't wait until next week to get some more. But here we go, and this is going to be the hot topics, the comments from there. I love the colors, love the new thing. I'm pretty excited about those stackable things. I want to get those. I don't even pack lunch, but I want them. I think they're cool. So, and
Becky McKinney.
Becky McKinney.
Nice. Congratulations. All right, Jenny. So why don't you take it away?
Okay, as soon as I write down Becky McKinney's name.
Write down that name. We don't want you to forget.
There we go. We don't want to forget Becky's name. Okay, so you guys, there's so many things that are going on right now. And honestly, the Fridge Smart sale is my very, very favorite sale of the year. Some people really like modular mates. Some people like it when they put the impressions line on sale. I love it when they do the Fridge Smarts because I truly, truly feel that this is how I can help people save money because the Fridge Smarts can save you a fortune. So I was figuring it out today, and the 8-piece Fridge Smart set that you can get now, because it's usually 4 pieces for $121, right? And we sell them all the time. And it's a great deal because they will save you so much money. However, right now for $99, you can get 2 4-piece sets, which sounds amazing anyway. And I want you to know that the little small Fridge Smart, not the one that you get as a thank you gift, but the small Fridge Smart is $20 in the catalog. If you are buying or talking to people about that 8-piece Fridge Smart set for $99, they are getting each piece of that set for $12.50. That is crazy. Okay. I mean, the long, deep one, $12.50. That's crazy. It's worth getting the whole thing to get that. So you have to kind of look at that way if you're talking to somebody and they say, oh, $100, that's really expensive. Well, not if it's only $12.50 for a piece for one Fridge Smart. And you're going to pay that at a store for something that doesn't work near as good as our Fridge Smarts. So we have these sheets right here. I'm behind it. And I figured out on there exactly what goes on. So if the middle set, and it's called the Preserve and Prep set, all right? You get the 8-piece Fridge Smarts. And I took the shears out because the kitchen shears sold out, which makes perfect sense. You get the cutting boards, you get the colander, you get the vertical Fridge Smart, and you get the small Fridge Smart. You get all of that for $156. That's $9.80 for each piece of Tupperware. This is crazy, you guys. It's absolutely crazy. And the other set, the Green Saver set, and we were talking about this the other day because Bonnie and Loretta were both saying that when they talk to people at their parties about the Green Saver set, they upsold, okay? They went from people just wanting that $99 set to wanting the $163 set, which is great for your parties and great for your hostess, okay? When you get that set, which is the vertical one, the small one, the extra large one, the large one, and the 8-piece set, when you get that, those are $13.60 a piece. That large one is $60 when it's not on sale, or the extra large. So these are things that are just like the prices are just phenomenal. And selling in sets, whether you're selling at a home party or at a event or whether you're doing it as a online party, selling in sets is the best way to get people to use our product and for you to build your party sales and for your hostess to get her party sales up so that she can get all the free things that she wants. And if, if we don't have the Fridge Smart set or somebody doesn't want the Fridge Smart set, suggest your own sets. And the way I was looking at this over the past couple days, and some of the best ways to create your own set is to open our catalog. Okay. If somebody wants to get, let's just pick a page. Okay. Because this is super simple. So I'm just going to open this up. Let's say somebody wants to get the wire whisk. All right. Remind them that the best deal they can get is to buy the whole set. And eventually they're going to want all of this in their kitchen. That's not just the only thing. Okay. Crystal Wave. If they want a couple pieces of Crystal Wave, show them that we have a whole set that is going to save them more money. The Wild Pop, if somebody is going to buy that popcorn maker, which is fun and fantastic and brand new, suggest a set of the big Wonder Bowls so they have something to put their popcorn in, okay? And a spatula to stir in the butter, because I use butter on my popcorn, so I need a spatula. But just work on selling the sets, okay? There's nothing wrong with suggesting, do you go to a department store and you go to buy, I don't know, even if it's just a dress or a pair of pants, and a good salesman will suggest to you that these shoes would look really nice with that, or this necklace would look great. They don't mind a bit telling you what else would go with what you're about to buy. And there's no reason for you to feel bad about saying, hey, if you're going to buy the Fridge Smart set, the extra large one is on sale and it's exclusive. It doesn't come out a lot. So you're going to want to get that too while you can now. Excuse the puppies. They're arguing over a toy and there's 100 of them in there and they both want the same one. So I'm going to show you, because sometimes, like, if you want this flyer, which is super easy to print out and you don't have to write all over it like I do. That's just what I do so that I have my little things in my head. You want this flyer, but you're not sure where to find it. I am going to show you on our back office website the easiest way to do this. So I am going to start the screen share. It says here, I'm going to start the screen share. There it is. Okay. So this is, and I don't know why this does this. Every time I do it, the guests come up and I get lost. So this is where you sign in, right? We all know how to get here to sign in. If you don't know how to get here to sign in, call whoever helped you get in the business or call your director so that we can get you in there. So we're going to sign in. And when you do that, this is what you see, right? I don't care who you are. This is what you see. Now, over here, you can hit this little hamburger menu and all this stuff comes up and it's where to go get your parties. But if that's not what you want and you just want to find the current brochures, or you want to find what the party perks are for right now, what you can get for so much, over here in this little blue section are all these little categories. So if you want a flyer, all you have to do is click right here, catalogs, brochures, and short-term offers. And it's going to take you to that section. All right. Because if you have your language set to English, this will all come up. But let's just look at brochures for right now, because I want to show you where to find that. All right. So, and it goes all the way back. Now you're thinking, now why do I need January? Well, here's the thing. If you're doing shows and you have something that's left over, maybe you don't remember how much it was. Or maybe somebody's going to ask you, well, what's the lowest price I can get that? Chances are you got it at the lowest price you could get it at. So you can go back and look and see how much it was when you bought it. So we're going to go to June, because that's the flyer we're looking for. And down here, you've got June sample sheets. How many of us all the time are going, I don't know what the samples are? Come here, 3 clicks, June sample sheets. Over here, the June brochure, the 1-page flyer, okay? And then the back of that, the June host flyer. This is where you can show your hostess. I'm going to click on that real quick. Everything she can get and how simple it is to get it. And then just hit the back button to make that go away, okay? And here, the summer gift purchase June flyer. I am going to click that and you get both of them right here. You get the one with, if you spend $119, and you get this one down here if you spend $149. You can print from here, you can save it to your computer. And here's another fun fact. I have an Apple phone. So if you have an iPhone, the screen is exactly the same when you log into your back office on your iPhone as it is on your computer. So all you have to do is click those little buttons. So where we were at, okay, so we're in Tup now with this, but if we go back, and it's a little hard, it's a little more detailed to get out and go back to the home screen, but that's okay. All you have to do is click home. That's fun. And it's going to take you to the beginning of Tup now. And if you, here's another thing we don't talk about very often. On this home screen in Tup Now are all kinds of training videos, and product information. So instead of watching Hulu one afternoon or one evening, get on here and spend even just 5 or 10 minutes. Most of the videos are like 3 or 4 minutes long. It doesn't take any time at all. And they're really informative. I have learned a lot on these. When it first came out, I watched a ton of them the first day because I was so excited. So that is, I'm going to stop my sharing now. But that's just the simplest way to find everything is just go to your back office and that home screen, that little blue section right there has everything that you need. And if you're not sure what you're looking for, just click a while and, you know, see what you're looking for, what else in there. You might find things that surprise you. And so now I'm going to do another drawing because I have the thing and I can do that. I'm allowed.
He has the power.
I have the power right at the moment.
Too much power.
Yeah, doesn't last long. All right, we did parties up and we did hot topics. So let's do share the shine for June. Because we did share the shine for May, and I'm just going to throw this right out there and tell you the Pam swag for that last week of May will go out tomorrow. So Joni won logo items for Share the Shine May that she has not gotten yet. I have not forgotten you. I was just out of town. So that's happening tomorrow. And Share the Shine for June, our first one is going to be
Sharon Domer.
Sharon Domer, who shares every day. So that seems fair to me.
Very good. Did you want to do another one or do you want me to take it away?
We have 2 left and then the attendants and the guests. So how far do you
All
want us to go?
Do one more and then I'll do my quick demo.
Okay. I'm going to do, I'm saving the samples one for last. So I guess we will do the ahas from team night from 2 weeks ago and see how that went. And we are going to have
Gina Arnold.
Gina Arnold, you win. Yay. She said, yay, yay. She looks so comfy sitting there.
I know. I'm always jealous of her chair.
Okay,
All right.
Ellen.
All right. Fantastic. Okay. So let's talk about these ice cube trays because I'm telling you, if you don't have them, you really need to think about this. All right. So, so the thing I love about these ice cube trays in particular is they do have this little silicone bottom, right? They're kind of like those little poppy things that people use when they're stressed, right? Okay, so it's a little expensive and awkward for a great big old poppy thing, but it serves a purpose. So when you fill this up with water, whatever it is that you're doing, that helps you pop out 1 cube at a time. So they're ideal for things other than water, right? They're great for water. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying don't use it for water. I'm saying, but they're good for all the other things. So when I first started in Tupperware, they brought our ice cube tray back. They had it before, but they brought the ice cube tray back and everybody's all excited because it had the seal, right? And the cool thing about the seal is right there, there's like a max line. So you actually can just open this up and you can pour water in there and it'll fill up to that line. And when it fills up to that line, when you like shake it out, it'll be the right amount in there for your ice cubes. Okay. So that's super cool and helpful. Right. And the other thing that I love about this one versus the one that was out when I started, and it was like the old style one, is these will actually sit on top of each other. Right. And the other one sat on top of each other. But if I, for some reason, didn't want to use the seal, which happens sometimes, because at the time I didn't have an ice maker and I literally was using ice cube trays, which not a lot of people just use ice cube trays anymore, but sometimes we have to. But this will actually sit on top of the other one, even without the lid on it. even without the lid on it, right? And so, and that was huge because the other one would not. It did not have feet. And so it wouldn't stack unless I put the tops on them, which was kind of, I like, because we went through so much ice, I didn't necessarily need the top on it. The tops are great if you don't use ice. Pam used to call it guest ice, right? Because you have fresh ice, because the ice will be very fresh in here and it will not take on any of the odors of your freezer. It also, in the process, these new freezers, how they freeze and thaw and freeze and thaw and freeze and thaw. And that's how they keep your food fresh, right? Is they go through a cycle. It's not thawing, but it's like, I can't remember what, oh, it's, so you don't have to defrost them. They're called something, frost-free freezers. I don't know. But remember when you have to defrost freezers and you have to take the pot in there and steam it and then like chip the stuff off every so many months, right? Because your freezer drawer went from being this big to this big because there's so much ice, right? It's whatever the process is, you don't have to do that anymore. And but the bad side of that process, right? Yeah, Char knows. So the bad side of that process is that if, for example, ice cubes, it will make them smaller. It'll shrink them, shrink them, shrink them, shrink them in that process. And so if you have a seal on your ice cubes, it's not going to shrink them down. So even if you don't use these for months, and so you just have like ice cube trays in there that are for your guests or whatever it is you're using, or maybe you don't use ice that much. And so they will still be, when you go to use them, even if it's 6 months from now, they're going to be fresh. They're not going to smell or taste like your freezer. And they're going to be the same size they were when you put them in. So those are all good things, but there's more. Okay. So to all the people that are not going to use these for ice, there are so many uses for them. Everything from you can use them for pesto. I have a lot of people that use them for pesto. If you ever make pesto, a little bit of pesto goes a long way. So if you make a big batch, right, you don't necessarily need that entire batch. And if you like to put pesto onto sandwiches, almost like mayonnaise, like a sandwich spread, you don't need that much at all, right? So it's great to be able to freeze like little cubes in there. You can thaw that out and then you can use it in your sandwich spread and have fresh pesto anytime you want. I love pesto. I love pesto. It has like such a great herbiness, or like that fresh herb sort ofness to it. But you can use it for stocks and broths. A lot of people use them for things like that, and it is great because adding a little couple cubes of fresh broth to any recipe is just going to enhance those flavors. Lemon and lime juice. If you ever buy a big bag of lemons or limes, it's nice to be able to just kind of squeeze them all out and save that. And then you can just toss it into your iced tea or toss it into whatever it is. I actually like lime in my water. I like lime more than lemon. And so I like to put lime in my Pellegrino. And so it's great to be able to just kind of throw something like that in there. And it's not going to water it down either. It's just going to add that flavor. Homemade baby food, that is a huge one. Especially when we first came out with the ones with the little poppy things, people loved it for homemade baby food because you can easily just pop out a cube or two at a time, thaw them out, or you can pop them all out and store them in a freezer mate and then just kind of like pull out cubes at a time. It's just whatever works for you and your system. Fresh herbs. I saw somebody say garlic. Yes, absolutely. That kind of falls underneath there. Leftover wine. I don't know what that is. I never have leftover wine. But for all of you that do, you can use this for that. Let's see here. Juicing and juice and pudding popsicles, right? You can use it for something along those lines. Now we do have our little puppy things. What are they called? Top somethings. My brain just totally. Lollipops. Thank you. You guys all knew what I was talking about. Our popsicle makers, right? So we have those. Those are great for that as well, but you could always put them in here. Frozen fruit chunks, buttermilk, right? Because buttermilk's another thing. When I need buttermilk, I don't need a ton of buttermilk. So then I have it left over. And so it's great to be able to use. That's the thing I love about using things like this, is it really saves you from wasting that stuff. Sometimes when I do recipes, I use half a thing of chicken broth or whatever, right? So I can go ahead and freeze it because I may or may not use that again in the 7 days that it's still good once I open the carton or whatever, right? So it's helpful for that. Egg whites and yolks. So you can separate them out and then you can have them frozen for recipes that call for egg whites, you have those ready to go. Pancakes, waffles, crepe batter, great for any of that. Oh, and Char says great for a power outage. Oh yeah, I know this. I heard this trick, but I've never used it. because to tell you whether or not your food, the penny will drop. If you put a penny in and it freezes, and so the penny actually drops, and that tells you how long your freezer has been out of power. So it just, so that way you know if the food in there is safe, because I don't know about you, but that's happened to me where I'm just like questioning and I'm like, I don't know if this food's safe. You know, and it's just especially stuff that's like right by the door or just kind of in the wrong place. So it's definitely a good tip for that. All right, coffee or tea. It's great so you don't water down. I think somebody put coffee in there or creamer. Yes, it's great so you don't water down your cold brew coffee. You can use it for that. Tomato paste and tomato sauce. Again, that's another thing that I don't always use the full can of that. So it's nice to be able to have that. And leftover gravy. Yes, I love leftover, especially like, I don't know about you, but sometimes my gravy game is on, right? And I'm like, this is some good gravy. I was just looking in my freezer today for something to eat for tonight, and I found a freezer mate, and it said good roast gravy. And I was like, yeah, that was some good gravy. You know, but you gotta keep that stuff, right? You don't know. Maybe you're not gonna hit it next time. You're not gonna hit the mark. So you got some leftover backup, right? Gelatin squares, flavored ice cubes, right? You can put little fruit in there, make really fancy ice cubes, all that kind of good stuff. Somebody mentioned garlic, onions, chilies, carrots, celery, all of that like mise en place that you want to have already prepped up or ready to go for your next recipe. That's perfect for that. Chocolate molds and fudge for all of our chocolate people out there. Yes, absolutely. Leftover condiments and cookie dough. What a great thing to put a little ball of cookie dough in there, and then you can just pop out a couple and have fresh cookies. All right, somebody put a tip in here. I got to see what it is. Oh, wait, my chat go. They have chickens, and get 2 to 3 dozens of chicken. Oh my gosh, a day, girl. That is a lot of eggs. So we either have to use, hatch, give away, or freeze eggs. Yes, and I have heard that too. Like it's really great for freezing eggs. And eggs are one of those things that the price fluctuates, and that's with the grocery stores. Everybody needs eggs, bread, and milk, and so that's the great equalizer in the grocery store. So when they have really big sales elsewhere, they will sometimes up the price of the eggs to balance it out, right? And then vice versa. So they'll lower the price of eggs as a great deal for when they don't have really big deals going on in the grocery store. So it's great when you can buy them on sale and be able to freeze them and have them ready to go. I still get 2 to 3 dozen a day. How many chickens do you got? Put that in the chat. I'm very curious. Okay. So yes, so you definitely want to earn these. And I actually just posted that list of all the things that you can use them for, and keep that, because once you earn these and you have these around, you have 200 chickens. That is a lot of chickens. Do you mean that? Do you mean that? That is a lot of chickens. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I love that. I love that. You must have a lot of land. Okay, so once you earn these, you'll be able to use that list. Again, you're going to be able to experience that in your kitchen and in your household, and that's how you share it. You don't need to be a salesperson. You need to use the product. That's what you need. One just had 14. Oh, girl. so you and Jessica's like #goals because Jessica has chickens, right? Okay, sorry, I digress. So when you earn these, you want to use them in your kitchen, so then that way you can just share, right? You're not selling people on them, you're just sharing all the things you do with them. You're sharing with them that you have all these chickens and you use them for your eggs. You're sharing that you use them for baby food, that you use them for all these wonderful things in your house, to be able to like have less waste. Because I don't know about you guys, with the price of food right now, oh my gosh, every time I have to throw something away, I just get sick. Like I feel physically ill. So yeah, absolutely. So this is a way to help all of us by earning these, using them in our kitchen, and we can help all of our customers by sharing with them all the different ideas that they can use those for. All right, so I think it is time, Jenny, for some more drawings, and we're wrapping everything up. All right.
All right, we are going to do the sample drawings. Now, this is for if you posted that you bought your samples on the Post in Champion, and you can get up to $50 back on whatever your sample purchase was. Ellen, help me out here. Just for this time, should people that won go ahead and message either you or me?
Yeah, have them message you.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So you guys, if you win tonight, message me, whether it's Pam Swag or this or whatever, and I will make sure that everything gets to where it's supposed to go. It'd just be easier for right now. I know for this week for sure. We'll talk about next week. So
Yeah.
all right, so we have samples up to $50 back, and this is going to be
Janet Griggs.
Janet Griggs.
Oh, congratulations, Janet.
Now, remember also, if you are on tonight and you win, you get an extra little gift in your swag. So I'm going to run through the participants real quick and see who's actually here.
Well, Gina's here. We know that.
Gina's here. Yes, Gina's
We see
here.
her smiling face in her comfy
I
chair.
know, she's going, me. Over here. Yes.
And I think that's it. I'm not sure who Samsung is.
I'm running it. I don't know.
Yeah, so Samsung, if you can put your name in the chat, then we'll be aware. So then that way, in case you win something, we can make sure you get special extras.
Yeah, because we want to make sure everybody gets what they get.
Yeah, I think that's it. I think everybody
Okay.
else.
Looks like it. Yes.
Oh, Char's asking when the Tupperware drawing is.
I didn't know there was a Tupperware drawing.
Okay,
So
we'll check on that,
I
Char.
will look at that and we will do, I'll tell you what,
yeah, things got a little confusing this past weekend, a lot going on. So thank you for reminding us, Char.
yeah, I got a little lost a couple times.
Julie, no, it's not you because I see your name is Julie.
Okay, yeah. There you go. And I was gonna say something else, but I don't remember what it was. Oh, remember to watch for Bonnie tomorrow at noon-ish
Yes.
for today's drawing if you put in $100. And you still have until midnight tonight. So.
No, it's not you, Margaret. I see your name.
Yeah, I think we have everybody. I got everybody.
Okay. All right. Did you have another drawing?
No, I don't. We have the attendance drawing and Jessica, do we have any guests?
We do have a guest. We have Lori with Lisa tonight. So welcome, Lori.
Hey.
Awesome, Lori. Yeah, Lori, we see you too. It's somebody, their name actually says Samsung.
Samsung, yeah.
Samsung SMS918U.
So Lori, if you should be able to message me, it's Jenny Harris Cheatham. But if you can't, Lisa, you can. So you can put me in like a message with you and her and we can make sure she gets her gift.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
Yes.
definitely.
All right. And Ellen, you, do you want to do attendance?
Oh, here we go. Oh, how do you say your name? Nafine or Nafine? That's very pretty. Callaway Goodwin. That's our Samsung.
Okay, found her.
All right. Okay, so yeah, we can do the attendance drawing.
It's Nadine. She spelled her name wrong.
Oh, well, I like Nadine too, but I definitely can say that. I love it.
Okay, then.
That's so me. It's just right
I'm
there.
looking at that and I'm like, Naveen Callaway.
Kindred spirits. All right. Okay. Attendance drawing. So we have a number between, let me see if my Siri will cooperate. Hey Siri, give me a number between 1 and 20. The number is 12. So let's It's Julie. Congratulations, Julie Hubert.
Righty.
Yay. That made you giggle. Well, and you won for laughing at my joke.
There you go.
See, that was easy. All right. Okay. What else do we need? Is that it?
I think so. Remember that we have grills and seasoned serves and hamburger presses for emergency Father's Day gifts for your neighbors and the kids down the street.
Very true. Very, very true. And yeah, definitely remember that because we do have, those are some great gifts for Father's Day. And even if it's an IOU, you can give them a picture of it and they could be like, it's coming for you. So absolutely. So I want to end with this quick quote, and it's about perseverance, because I feel like that's exactly what we all need to hear right now. Is our greatest weakness lies in giving up. The most certain way to succeed is always to try just one more time. So I encourage all of you, if you're feeling discouraged, try one more time. Just keep going. Just keep putting one foot in front of the other. And we're all in this together. And yeah, absolutely. So thanks you guys for joining us. And for those of you watching the replay, thanks for watching the replay. And we will see you next week. All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye, guys.